The country of misery. That's just not a phrase that you expect to come out of Brazil. It's a phrase you expect to be the official tourism slogan of Great Britain. Come to Britain, we promise there will be no great whoopee. So whose job will it be to try and turn things around in Brazil? Well, the most popular politician in Brazil by far is this guy, former President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva. He's beloved for presiding over a period of prosperity there, in which social programs were expanded and millions were lifted out of poverty. He was actually running to retake his office and was projected to win easily. There was just one minor issue.
One of Brazil's most influential political figures is now in police custody. Former Brazilian President Luiz Lula da Silva turned himself in on Saturday to serve a 12-year sentence for corruption.
Yep. Lula was caught up in Operation Car Wash too, and he claims that the charges against him were politically motivated, and many supporters believe him. In fact, he's still so popular that polls showed he would have won the election if he'd been allowed to run from prison, which kind of makes sense, because electing a president who is already in prison for corruption does save you the seemingly inevitable hassle of having to put your president in prison for corruption. It's a time saver, if nothing else. Now, since Lula is out, his party is running Fernando Haddad in his place. He's the former mayor of Sao Paulo and is generally little known in the rest of Brazil. And instead of trying to build up a brand of his own, Haddad is desperately trying to play up his similarity to Lula in a series of campaign ads. It's subtle, but just see if you can catch it.
Haddad, Lula, Lula, Haddad.
Lula, Haddad, Haddad, Lula.
Lula, Haddad.
Haddad, Lula, Lula, Haddad.
Lula, Haddad, Lula, Haddad.
Lula, Haddad, Lula, Haddad, Lula, Haddad. Eu sou Lula, eu sou Haddad. Haddad ou Lula?
Oh, come on. That is just an insult to people's intelligence. You can't just spin a sign and make people forget which guy is which. I can't make you mix up Gary Busey and Lucille Ball by spinning a sign and going, Busey Lucy, Busey Lucy, Busey Lucy, Busey Lucy, Busey Lucy. Why? Because you will still know which one is America's sweetheart and which was married to Desi Arnaz. Now, the fact is, Haddad has his work cut out for him here, because not only is he not Lula, their party, the Workers' Party, or PT, has been heavily tainted by recent scandals, and many Brazilians are eager for a radical change. And that brings us to the man currently leading in the polls, Jair Bolsonaro. And the nicest thing that you can say for him is he has not been implicated in a corruption investigation